Welcome to Parry Style Poem. I hope all the children are enjoying and learning the summaries of the lessons and poems. Without taking much time, I am presenting the summary of The Thief's story is given in this video. Anil, a man of approximately 25 years, watching a wrestling match somewhere. The thief approaches Anil and starts talking to him and thought that it would be easy to rob a simple person like Anil. After the general talk like names, the wrestlers, Hari Singh asks for some work. By default, Anil was a poor fellow who could not give any salary but offers to feed him if Hari knows cooking. As usual, Hari lies and goes with Anil. On the very first day, he fails and Anil tries to drive him out of his small house, which was on the sweet shop. Hari smiles in his most attractive way and Anil could not stop laughing looking at him. Anil agrees to teach Hari how to cook, write full sentences and add numbers. Hari is grateful as he knew that there would be no limit to robbing people once he learned how to read and write. Hari used to steal 1 rupee while shopping for Anil. Anil knows that Hari used to steal but did not mind. This shows good nature of Hari. Anil used to make money by irregular works. Sometimes he used to borrow money and the other day, when he had money, he would be lending it to other people. Whenever he used to get money, he would go out with his friends to celebrate. One day, Anil comes in with a bundle of notes and tells Hari that he has sold a book to a publisher. At night he keeps the money safely under the mattress of his bed. Hari has not stolen anything more valuable for over a month. Though Hari has many chances to steal as he has the key to the room, he did never dare by looking at the trust Anil bestowed on him. This trust-like thing was preventing him from robbing Anil. Still, he thinks of stealing Anil's money and justifies himself that Anil would waste it on his friends and would not pay him for the work that he did. Hari hatches out the plan of stealing by quietly crawling to Anil's bed and stealing all 600 rupees. He decides to leave the city by Lucknow Express that departed at 10:30. Though the train arrives, Hari cannot board the train, and he himself does not know the reason for it. He was left with no place to sleep at night. The only person he knew was Anil and he had looted him. As it started to rain, he sat down under the clock tower. He substantiates that learning how to read and write would help him to get a much more respectable and honest job which would pay him much more than these few hundred rupees. Then he makes up his mind to go back to Anil's house. He places the money back. Next morning, he wakes up a bit late and Anil had already made his tea. Anil gives a 50 rupee note to Hari as he had got paid for some work and he would be paid regularly. Hari takes the note in his hand and realizes that the note was still wet from the rain last night. Hari realizes that Anil had come to know about his misdeed but there was no sadness, no anger, or no guilt in his mind. Hari just smiles in a beautiful way and it was genuine happiness as he knows that he has saved himself from the wrong road. Main characters of A Triumph of Surgery. Hari Singh is a thief. His real name is not Hari Singh, he keeps on changing names to escape from police and his benefactors whom he robbed. His habitual method is that he earns the trust of people and then robs them and flees. When he sees Anil, he thinks of robbing him and hence approaches him and asks for work. Anil, being a simple person, lets him work and even starts teaching him how to cook. Hari Singh is delighted when Anil starts teaching him to write as he plans to rob on a larger scale. Hari steals a little money daily when he goes to buy the daily groceries, and one day when he gets a chance he steals huge amount of 60 rupees from Anil and runs away. But at the station he is in dilemma. He has a sea change in him and comes back. He is now happy and contented to live with Anil. At last he leaves his old ways of stealing and joins Anil and his good habits and moral value. Ani.L. Anil is a kind, simple and easygoing young man who earns in fits and starts by writing for magazines. He is tall and lean stature and has interest in sports like wrestling. He is not very rich and cannot afford to employ Harry as a cook. He has the patience and goodness to not only teach Harry to cook but also to read, write, and add numbers. Though he knows about Harry's stealing of little bits of money from the groceries, he ignores this fact. He is a very trusting person. Even when he earns a large amount of money, he keeps the money under his mattress and not in a safe box. Even when he realizes that Harry Singh tried to steal his hard-earned money, he did not react. He has a forgiving nature and forgives Harry of his theft without letting him know. Neither he takes him to police. He makes him ready for new lessons. He is an ideal man for me.
Thank you, dear children, for paying attention. I hope you